Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I have been watching the news lately, and I have been seeing back east and down south, you guys have been getting hit with some snow. And I'm like, man, why is there so much snow? And it's crazy because I can't remember. I think the last time it had snowed, and I think it actually did something, I felt like what, maybe 2, 3, probably more, but like it was some years ago. And yeah, now that I'm seeing it like down south and back east, I'm like, dang, bro, I would have liked some snow. I mean, here's the thing, because I feel like at times we do get late snow. So I'm like, the weather. Let's see what the weather, what's in store, because yeah, it's like it's been like sunny, but it's been cold. But so yeah, there's some days, yeah, it's gonna be sunny from Friday all the way up until next Wednesday. But it's gonna be in the like 40s and stuff. So, but I'm like, man, dang, I would have liked some snow. I mean, the thing is this. Now that I am a full-time content creator, I don't mind snow. Like I'll go outside and explore around and stuff. But yeah, I'm like, other than that though, I know, because I remember when I worked downtown. Oh my goodness, because I live in Washington State. And when I would go to my last job, when I worked at that cafe in Seattle, I had to catch. So if I were to, I had to catch like what would it be like 2 buses. I had to catch. Was it 3? No, it was. Well, okay. So if I were to catch. No, it would still be 2 buses. All right, so overall though, I would catch 2 buses. So it's 2 buses to Seattle, 2 buses back from Seattle. Then I would have to no, yeah, it would be 2 buses. All right, it took me a moment to sit down and think about it and things, but anyways, yeah, man, it was one of those things where I'm like, bruh, I don't like this. I don't like having, cause see, here's the thing. So at my old job, I felt like that when it was the original management. I'm trying to think, did it snow bad? I don't think it snowed that bad when I remember when it was with the original management. I think the one time, or actually the 2 times I think it had snowed, because I'm trying to think. I think it was 2019 and 2020, and it was like, yeah. So I think it was 2020. And because I remember in 2019, like it snowed pretty bad, and I'm like, I remember I called up my manager, and she knew, because she was all like, "No, I know what your living situation is. You ain't even got a trip. You'll be all right." So it was cool, and I think I remember it was that next year when it snowed. It was the one manager that tried to like she made this comment talking about, "Oh, you finally decide to show up," and I'm thinking to myself, "Ma'am, if you think I am going to travel out of my way to go to a bus stop, then on top of that, I have to walk. All right, I'm not like, it's not like I'm wheelchair bound. It ain't like, oh, I got me some non-slip resistant shoes, or I wear Jordans. Jordans, that they don't make no non-slip resistant shoes. All right, so yeah, they got like some Gore-Tex Jordans, but I'm like, that can only do so much. So overall though, and my thing is this. I am a small person. I ain't got a whole lot of cushioning across my body. Alright, I am skinny. So that means when I fall, I'm falling on direct bone. And that's gonna hurt, So overall, yeah, maybe if I'm falling on my stomach, maybe if I'm falling on my back, because I know I will wear my backpack at times. But then again, I'm like, I really don't be having nothing in my backpack besides maybe some papers my job done gave me, or my work clothes. But my thing is this. I'm like, okay, like that can only do so much. Still, there is a lot of bone on my back. All right, my back ain't really all. I'm feeling my back now, and I'm like, yeah, it ain't all that cushioning. It feels like a, whether like a, I don't know, like the inside of a, yeah, it feels like the inside of a Jordan, and you press down and then there's like that air unit and stuff. That's what my back feels like. So I'm like, bruh, that's not a whole lot. It ain't like I can press down on my back and the whole finger disappears. Nah, bruh. All right, it ain't like that. So when I fall, I am going to get hurt. So my thing is this. If you're expecting me to go to a bus stop, all right, and if it's a lot of snow, so you're expecting me to walk, and that's extensive amounts of walking. I'm like, fam, the thing is this. If I had like a Fitbit watch where it managed like how many steps I took, I'm taking a lot of steps to the bus stop, and then I'm taking a lot of steps throughout the cafe. Then the thing is this, there probably ain't even gonna be a whole lot of customers that day. So I honestly, I genuinely believe, like, just cutting straight to it, I genuinely believe that she was upset that she had to do my work. And I'm like, fam, I have been doing my work for 4 years, no days off. The only time when I would have day, I think the one and only time where I had a day off, well, actually, no. So I had like the vacation days where it's like they knew that I was gonna be gone. But other than that, like, besides calling out because of for the snow, the only other time I can think of, there was 2 times actually where I had called out. There was one day where I just needed a break. I'm like, fam, I am tired. I just need me a break, okay? So yeah, I remember I was, the only reason why I remember that day is because it was, I remember it was it was the day of, it was Nipsey Hussle's funeral. So I'm like, weird way to remember it, but yeah, overall, the only reason why I say that is because I remember the next day, because I was telling my friend Jack about his passing. And because he's from California, so I just be telling him stuff like that when it's like rappers from there, because I don't know, like, I know he knows some rappers, but I don't know if he knew of all rappers and stuff. But yeah, overall, I told him, I was like, hey, look, I wasn't calling out to work, for his funeral. Like, I just needed me a day, all right? So my apologies. But, yeah, overall, though, I was like, I felt like I needed to tell him that and things. But anyways, and then there was a day where I remember I was really sick, and I was like, fam, I didn't know what was. Like, the crazy thing about it, it was before COVID, but it felt like COVID. So I was like, yeah, I had like I don't know what that sickness was, but I remember I felt out of it. I was like, I couldn't eat. Nose was stuffy. I remember I felt like lightheaded. I remember it was either I felt lightheaded, weak. It was something. I just remember waking up and I was all like, nah, can't make it in today. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I cannot make it in today. So yeah, I remember I stayed home that one day. I remember I came back to work though. I felt fine. I was all like, that was the crazy thing about it. And I was like, I don't know what was up with that sickness, but I'm like, the reason why I say that it was like COVID, because I'm like, there's been 2 times where I've had COVID. Yeah, that one day I'm like, I'm sick, I'm out of it, I don't be wanting to do nothing. Next day, I'm like, I'm mobile, I'm able to do things. And yeah, and plus on top of that, I was drinking a lot of Red Bulls. I have to say now, like, I still be trying to rest and not do a whole lot, because I remember the first time I had COVID, them days after, I was all like, nah, I'm chilling, bruh. I'm like, well, no, was I still drinking Red Bulls at that time? No, I think I might have. I think I might have stopped. Because I don't remember drinking no Red Bulls. I remember drinking, it was them C4 energy drinks. I remember I had I think it was a tea flavor that they came out with. But anyways, yeah, man, I was like, but there were some days where I needed, I just needed some time off, right? But yeah, for the snow, I'm like, fam, the thing is this. So one thing that I've been paying, I think like back east, like, yeah, they're like used to the snow. Like, I think it snows a lot back east, but down south, on the other hand, like, I never really hear of it snowing down south. It even shocked me hearing it that it was snowing down south. Like, I think I seen a video of one dude, he was out there making snow angels, and I think he lives somewhere in Louisiana, and I'm like, making snow angels in Louisiana sounds like such a wild thing. But I'm like, fam, it's happening, like, it's really snowing out there. So yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm seeing that, and that's why I more so wanted to do for this episode, just to kind of like tell people what to have and what to do when it snows, because there might be some people where it's all like, I don't know what to do and stuff. So, but yeah, overall though, I was sitting down just thinking about that, and I'm like, man, my manager getting on me because I had no choice. I'm like, what, do you want me to go into work, mess around and tear an ACL trying to not slip and fall? I'm like, fam, there's a time I remember it rained really hard in Seattle, and I remember I was walking into Sally's. I slipped and fell so hard. I would have to say that was definitely the worst slip and fall I've had in my whole life. Fam. I remember because I fell down on my left arm. My right arm was hurting. I'm like, I threw my whole body out of loop. So my thing is this, and then the times where I was downtown while it was snowing, I'll never forget. I think it was these 2 girls that were behind me. They were having a conversation. I'm walking. I almost slipped. You can see, how like when a person, they throw their hands out when they about to slip? I did that. And them girls, like, their conversation abruptly stopped. So guess who's embarrassed? Me. And do you think I'm trying to deal with that? And now the thing is this, I'm already at the place that I work at. I'm already in Seattle. So it's like, if you honestly think I am going to travel out my way to serve what, maybe 20, 30 customers, and then the days when it's not snowing, I'm serving like 500, and then for on top of that, it's like, okay, then the customers that can't make it in, then it's like, okay, you're all like, well, we served all the customers that we could, we might as well just close up early, because I'm like, they've done that before. So that's why I'm all like, nah, bruh, I ain't gonna waste my time, trying to go up there and things. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I was all like, that was crazy when she was trying to get on me. She done got on me on stuff before. I think it's just one of those things where I'm all like, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna go ahead and go on about my business, because that's the best thing that I could possibly do. You can't fire me for going on and just going on about my business. All right. So, anyways. But, yeah, the times where it snowed, like, I even remember back when I was in school, like, it would, like, days when it snowed bad, it would be bad, bro. Like, I'll never forget, I remember, being in school, and it started to snow pretty bad, and, yeah, teachers, they was all like, hey, look, bro, y'all could get your education on a later day. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys got internet access, so whatever we gonna be going over today, y'all can look that up when you get home, alright? And just come back to school whenever, and then you tell me what you learned. But I'm trying to head on home. So yeah, I'll never forget that. They was all like, they pretty much closed up school early, and I remember we all had to like go home in the middle of the day pretty much. So it was like, I think it was like maybe like 12, it was either 11 or 12 o'clock. And, yeah, we pretty much all had to, go home. And I was like, wow, all right. I mean, I ain't tripping about it. So, but yeah, anyways. And then, yeah, just other days where I'm all like, it snowed pretty bad. I think the last time I remember it snowing pretty bad, it was a lot of ice. So that is one thing to, be prepared for. It's like that snow, it'll melt a little bit, and then it'll kind of freeze up, turn into some ice. And I'm like, fam, I just remember because I was going somewhere with my mom. So I'm walking to her car, and I'm like sitting there, I'm trying to like stop myself from slipping and falling and things, but I'm like, fam, like where she was at, there was a lot of ice, and I'm like, fam, why I gotta go out and have like a slip and fall. I'm like, I'm trying to stop myself from slipping and falling. And that's the thing, I know people probably ask that question, like, because I'm in the sneakers and stuff, so it's like, what type of good sneakers to have? Tim's. I'll have to say Timberland boots. They're probably the best possible shoes that you can have. And like I said, like Air Jordan, they do have like the Air Jordan and Nike. They both have like some Gore-Tex collaborations, because I think Gore-Tex is its own brand, but they've done collaborations with Air Jordan and Nike. So I guess if you're trying to look a little fancy during the winter conditions, yeah, Nike and Air Jordan, they got some sneakers on standby and stuff. And then plus on top of that, I think they just have like Air Jordan, and they got like winterized shoes and stuff. Now, because I know people are probably all like, oh, well, I've seen the winterized 4s. What about those? Do not get the winterized Air Jordan 4s. Those are not winter shoes. Like, yeah, they keep your shoes warm, or they keep your feet warm, but they're not like, as far as keeping you dry, that they don't do. And I was like, fam, I just don't even get the reason of releasing those shoes, and they don't do nothing. Like, the thing is this, I didn't even wear those shoes in any snow conditions. I wore them shoes while it was raining outside, and it was dumping. I mean, that rain, that's like a memorable day of rain. I was like, nah, man, it was raining like crazy that day. But, so anyways, I remember I went into Target, and then I'm like looking down at my shoes, fam, like there was like water built up on the shoes, like there was wet spots on the shoes, and I'm like, dang, bruh, so much for these being winterized, so much for these, because you think of like winterized shoes, you think of like, okay, these shoes is probably like waterproof, they good for all different types of like bad weather conditions. Nah. They was not. So be careful with that. That's why I would recommend just sticking with Timberland boots. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure like places like the Dick's Sporting Goods store, Big Five. I'm trying to think. Maybe you could find some on Amazon. If not, then yeah, check Nike. I don't know if like other brands like Adidas, Reebok, like brands like that, if they sell any type of like winter shoes. But yeah, overall though, I'm trying to think, even probably whatchamacallit, if you trying to look for something a little bit cheaper, Famous Footwear. What else? Yeah, there's a lot of different shoes out there. Then I know there's these one pair of pants that I got from the Dick's Sporting Goods store. It's like their own personal brand, DSG, and yeah, I was like, I'm wearing them right now, and I'm like, man, these pants, I'm telling you, like, they got zip up pockets. And I know if you're probably all like, okay, I can't find those. I know Adidas, they have like good zip up pocket pants, in case if you're worried like, oh, I don't like want to slip and fall and then my stuff go flying out my pocket. Yeah, definitely make sure you get you some zip zip-up pants. And then definitely wear a hoodie. Wear a hoodie and a jacket, because I'm like, that always seems to do wonders for me. I usually, and the hoodie that I wear, it's a thin hoodie, but I would definitely recommend going a couple of layers when it comes to like hoodies. Like, if we're talking like a good, decent hoodie, probably like the thickness of like I'm trying to think of a hoodie or something. Like I'm trying to think, because there are some like I feel like people might not know. So maybe kind of like, you know how like if you've ever purchased a hoodie from the WWE shop and stuff, yeah, like something like that. But yeah, you know, and you could get you like a thin layered jacket, put that on, or if you want to get you, if you're like, okay, well that might be too much, definitely get you a big like puffier jacket. I think North Face they make a good jackets. I've never personally had no North Face jacket. I should get me a North Face jacket just to see what it is, see what it's about and things. But overall though, yeah, and a beanie. I know the one that I have, it's by Carhartt or something like that. I think that's the name of that brand. Hold on for a second, because I'm trying to look and I can't see it from where I'm sitting at. Hold on for a second. Let me Carhartt. Yeah, okay, wait a minute. Carhartt. Okay, dang. I'm like, and it's like it's a workwear company, so it's like it's meant for being outside and stuff. And yeah, because I have a hat from them, and I'm like, yeah, that hat. I have a couple of hats from them actually, and I'm like, bro, them hats be feeling so good at times. I'm like, but I still be wearing a baseball cap when it's cold outside. I'm like, that's good for me too, as long as my head is covered, because I have I'm bald, so I'm like, I cut my hair like straight down to the scalp, and I'm like, yeah, I'm at times, I just remember when I was a kid and that cold breeze will hit your head and it's like, ooh, no, I gotta get me a hat, I gotta put a hoodie on. And that's another thing for the kids that are in school, because I just remember the one time when it was mad cold outside, it felt like it could have snowed, all right? But anyways, I remember I was in school. It was the same year when the Seahawks had won the Super Bowl. So anyways, it was really cold that week. I remember I was going up to this corner store to get me a Red Bull. My hands were like, it felt like I was getting ready to get frostbite. That's how cold it was. I think it was definitely below 20 degrees outside. So I'm like, fam, what is going on? I'm like, why is it so cold outside? So anyways, I remember I had me a hat. I remember because I know that at that corner store they had hats in there, beanies and stuff. So I went and bought me a beanie, and I'm all like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be rocking this, because it is way too cold to just be sitting around not wearing no hat. Because my head, I had clean cuts when I was a kid. So guess whose head is extra cold? My head. And that's just, and I'm looking at all my friends, they all got full heads of hair and things. I'm all like, wow, it must be a lavish life that y'all is living right now. I'm like, man, it's cold outside and I'm out here freezing. All right, so anyways, I just remember when, so there was this detention lady at my high school. She had an attitude problem for no reason, and I'm like, ma'am, who hurt you? Like, who gave you divorce papers on a Tuesday afternoon? Because I'm like, fam, somebody done hurt you the way you be carrying on. But no, so anyways, you know that she's a bad teacher when other teachers are warning you about her. So anyways, I remember there was this one teacher, never had him as a for a class or anything, but me and him, I think like all 4 years, or it was either like 4 or 3 years. I can't remember if it was my freshman or sophomore year when I started like just overall saying good morning to the guy and things. But he was a cool teacher. Just every time he always would say hi to me, say hi to him. We talked to each other. We was cool with one another and things. So anyways, I remember that week when it was cold, I'm wearing my hat, I'm sitting down waiting for my friends to show up. He comes walking down the hallway, and he didn't trip because he knew how cold it was, but he was all like, hey, such and such, the detention lady, she's walking up and down the hallways taking kids' hats, so it's probably best if, just for now, take your hat off, and then when you heading that back outside, put the hat back on. When I tell you guys that is one of the greatest things a teacher has ever done for me, because he very well could have just kept on walking and not said nothing. And the fact that I never even had him as for a class, I'm like, fam, why are you this nice to me? I can't remember who that teacher was. I can't remember his name, but I'm like, to whoever that teacher was, I hope he is living a nice life. I hope everything that man ever wished and prayed for, I hope it had happened. All right. I hope that, I'm trying to think, I hope there's a day where he's all like, man, I just want an easy day. And I hope that happened for him. All right. I hope that man done won the lotto and he done retired or something. I'm like, cause he was a cool teacher. So, and sure enough, the detention teacher teacher, she comes walking up and down the hallways, snatching kids' hats off. While it's like, it's, again, may I remind you, it's below 20 degrees. So that means that it's in that teen section. I can't remember exactly. It was either between 13 to 16 degrees outside. And I'm like, fam, do you not realize we all feel like Jack and Rose right now? I'm like, I honestly feel like I should be sinking down to not even to the bottom of the ocean, but where the Titanic wreckage is at. I feel like Jack had to have been much more warmer than I was that day. Because I'm like, fam, I was cold. He had a full head of hair. I didn't. So I'm like, all right, no, I definitely would have been one of the first ones to die on the Titanic. Because I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I like when it's cold, but when it's too cold, that's where I'm gonna have to stop you. I'm like, okay, wait a minute, where's my heater at? All right, so anyways, but yeah, she's going up and down the hallway snatching kids' hats off, and I'm like, if it wasn't for that teacher, I guarantee and I promise you, I would have set that detention teacher up. So what? People can get mad at me, feel a certain way. No, this is what I would have did. So I would have, because there are some friends of mine, there was female friends of mine where they had long nails. So I'm all like, okay, I'm gonna stand in this position, but I want you to like scratch my forehead. I guarantee and I promise you I would have set that teacher up. I promise you I would have, because nobody didn't even like her in the first place. She always, after I had graduated, I remember kids had spray painted F Miss and then put her last name. But yeah, overall, that's how hated she was. Maybe hate is a strong word, but maybe like strongly disliked. Okay, that's how strongly disliked she was, because fam, you just don't do that to a teacher, spray paint F Miss and then put their name. And it's like, yeah, fam, like the fact that they didn't even like mess up on the miss part. They didn't put MISS, they didn't put MRS, they put MS dot and then her name. And I'm like, so they did some background information to see if she married. No, she's not. We put an MS dot and then her name. They didn't mess up on that part. So that's, I'm like, yeah, you know, a kid went through extensive searching around to do that. So that's, I'm like, yeah, that teacher, but it was fam, I'm telling you. And if my thing is this, if we had been out in that hallway and she had been trying to chase me down, she had to chase me. And do you think a woman that is, I don't even know how old she was, but do you think she's going to chase high school TMossBoss? The boy that was running around just for the fun of it, the boy that was, I'm telling you, the thing is, I just discovered Red Bulls like 2 years prior. Do you honestly think you are going to be able to chase me down? I promise you, ma'am, that ain't gonna happen. I feel like she wouldn't be able to chase me down now as I'm older. But no, the thing is this, I have to say, like, cardio wise, I'm definitely better in the cardio department and things compared to when I was in high school. Yeah, I was struggling, but anyways, but yeah, like, that's one thing to always make sure of. It's like, you know, get you a hat. Get you some thick layers of clothes, get you some, like non-slip shoes, especially when it's snowing outside, and might, you know, test it out first to see, or even just look it up online. And then, yeah, Tim's, and so here's the thing, because there's the one Timberland boots that I have, and I want to see real quick about those, because I know people might look those up and be all like, ooh, should I get these? But they're pretty much like the original, not original, but the more popular Timberland boots. Let me see. Timberland 6-inch, I think that's what that is, premium waterproof boots, $198. So here's the thing. Them shoes are not true to, them boots are not true to size. Although they might seem that way, but they're not. No, if you, so like, let's say for an example, if you're a size 10, you're going to probably want to go down a size or two, because I think with mines, I can't even see the ones that I got, but yeah, I think I got mines in like a 8.5, a 9 or something like that. So yeah, it's probably best to go down a size or two. And I know, like, but yeah, just check it out first and see. You know, usually Champs, Foot Locker, I'm trying to think. Yeah, like them types of stores, they usually do carry Timberland boots. Definitely check Champs and Foot Locker. If not, see if there is like another sports store of some sorts that has Timberland boots. But they got them in a few different colorways. Dang, them all black ones, they look kind of nice. What about these ones? They did have some like Timberlands that I wanted to actually check out and things. I wonder if they still have those. I don't think they do. Dang. I wonder if they, hold on for a second. As I'm telling you guys, dang, they haven't got one at that location. Okay, let me look up and see what they got at the other location. I'm like, dang, bruh. I'm like, how is y'all? Okay, so they do. Oh, yeah, I think it was these ones. These ones are waterproof. Yeah, I might have to cop those. I might. Oh no, I ain't gonna cop those because they got them one weird shoelaces where it's like the things don't even lace up properly. I'm like, I did not like those shoes at all. I mean, it looks like they go up a little bit, but yeah, I did not like that upper. They have like these metal loop things where it's like they just don't connect. They don't do nothing. So it's just an empty space there. Like, let me get like a zoom. Yeah, it's like I ain't even gonna fool with those. So, anyways, but yeah, and if you can't find those, I know, yeah, like I said, Nike and Air Jordan, they definitely got some like Gore-Tex shoes where they are true to size. So definitely go check those out if you can. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. I just threw my thumbs up as if I was doing a video. And I just, I felt like I needed to tell y'all that. And I'm like, there ain't no video recording. What did I do that for? Anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. And peace.